welcome back to Andertons TV.
Hey.
And I suppose a slightly AC/DC inspired little intro there.
It was.
And I don't really know what inspired that because we don't really have any guitars that you'd associate with Angus or Malcolm.
Well,
maybe that's a little bit Malcolm.
It's a little bit. It's inspired by the Cower of Love, ladies and gentlemen.
We've done that gag, haven't we?
We've done that gag.
In a video, which you can watch if you click up here, where we talk about Cower guitars, particularly in that video, the Corona model, which were the first ones we took on earlier in 2021.
It's up there.
That muscle.
And if you don't want to miss anything, please like and subscribe to the channel. Just hit the notification bell and all that stuff.
Cower is a relatively small custom guitar maker in America.
Yes.
Run by a lovely chap called Doug Cower, who we've got to know a little bit over the last few months. And we very much like his guitar. They are, do you know what? Some of them are quite unique designs and others are clearly inspired by other designs.
Yeah, I think that's the one that they do that's mostly kind of close to something.
Pete
Should we start
has
here?
the Starliner.
Starliner
in a couple of different colours. They're basically the same guitar, those two, aren't they? But
yes.
do you want to talk us through what you've got there, Mr. Pete?
Absolutely. I'm gonna stick with this one here because, you know, although this caddy green with all the gold hardware and the gold top
knobs is the word you're looking for.
It's the knobs is the word I'm looking for.
It's unlike you to be struggling for a word like knob.
Exactly. And especially when I'm surrounded by knobs on the floor and in the room and everywhere. It's just knob heaven in here. Knob. Okay, so both of these got the same specs. You've got a couple of Powertrons in here, a Powertron Plus in the
TV Jones, right?
TV Jones. Power. This is like it's a Spanish mahogany body and a Spanish mahogany neck. These are super light. Like light as you like.
Within the 6 pound
range. Oh yeah,
range,
they are my Telecaster light. They're super light.
We should mention, I always forget to mention in most of these videos, all the kind of expensive stuff that Anderton sells, or the sort of posh stuff, we individually photograph and list weights and stuff on our website. So head on over. Links below.
Links below if you want all the specs. Those. But Wenge fingerboard here. Wenge.
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 Wenge. Wenge managed Arsenal Football Club for a long time.
Locking tuners, Perloid. I just love this color combination with the grey and the.
It's a good color.
It's a good color, isn't it? It's an excellent color. And if you look on here, this is very sort of one would say Gretsch-like, where you on these little knobs here, you've got a K.
Embossed K.
So instead of talking to him, I like this headstock. So this headstock is definitely different from what we saw on the Corona ones we did, because that was a 6 aside. This is a 3 aside headstock. But
it's like a rubbish game of football, that, isn't it? 3 aside with rush goalies. When we were kids in the street. That's what I'm talking about.
So I like this little inlet. It's not an inlet, but the cover, truss rod cover. It's got little
vent on it.
It's got little vents in it, and when you're playing so fast, exactly
inside dissipates the heat.
Exactly. So, but let's just hear what it sounds like. I do love a TV Jones pickup. These are Powertrons, so probably a bit more power than Filtertrons.
More power. Less filtered and more power.
Yeah. like a nice cold filtered
but
Heineken.
Still with an equal amount of Tron in them.
Yeah. You know, all that Coca-Cola and stuff, we can take that sponsor money in here and use them instead.
Hang on a second. I'll just move this away.
Yeah.
Drink from an Andertons cup. No, whatever Ronaldo would say.
Anyway, this is sounding really good. Here's the middle position, both together. Very snappy. Nice bridge. Taylor's favorite lick. Right, gain.
Mate, that sounds
good.
great.
And it plays really nicely. I think it's a 12-inch radius, so it's really easy to play.
I kind of feel with a lot of these, newer guitar brands that we're bringing in.
Yeah.
It's not really aimed at the person that's got to choose one guitar and, do I have a Tele? Do I have a Les Paul? Do I buy,
No.
Because I don't think with this kind of guitar, you're not really talking about one being better than the next. I just think it's for people who love guitars.
Yeah.
And they just want
something different.
They don't want another Tele or another Les Paul.
Exactly.
Not that there's anything wrong with having 15 Telecasters, but at some point, surely you just go, what else is there?
Yeah.
And I just think the last 10 or so years has just been great for the electric guitar business. So people going, not obviously, I know what, I'm holding this and kind of going, I know this is pretty much a straight copy of something else.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that things like that and the UPEG guitars that we just did.
Absolutely.
I just think they're cool.
Yeah, and it's just something different. It plays nice and it sounds great. And as you
Sometimes
say,
you need a different guitar to inspire you to just play something different.
You do. I mean, these are not cheap, so we are looking at the higher. We are looking at above three grand, But then again,
I kind of feel that's where, if you look at something like Squier Paranormal, that's kind of filling the same sort of block, isn't it? Just for a different,
different price range.
Yeah, different
exactly.
price.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have, you don't have to be shopping at this price point to have something a bit different. I just kind of feel it's cool to have something.
It's less than a custom shop Strat.
Yes.
Or it's less than a custom Gibson custom shop. And if you've got those two guitars already, and I want something different.
Yeah.
And you still got that kind of money,
why
not get something that sounds like this? I mean, it's a bit more gretchy because you've got those pickups in it, but that's the only reason why it's...
So they've got that slightly less bassy, kind of bit more mid-rangey gain tone, haven't they?
It's the Malcolm Young tone. And I really like the way they play.
Did you get that solo Dallas thing that you were talking about the other day?
No,
play?
No, I didn't.
No.
Well, we should have one here, but I didn't get it.
Okay.
Well, maybe some other time. That's the neck pickup. Middle position. This is just a Dane into the... Right, so here's the blue side of the protein and the Dane together. Middle position. And then the neck position. Woo! I don't need to say any more.
No, I've got to say, man, I've probably said it before, but I do feel like that protein drive pedal
with the Dane is pretty epic.
Because we don't play crazy loud in here, and if you want it, some of that feedback and stuff Pete's getting is definitely the pedal inspired. Anyway, whatever.
Have a look at these tuners, open geared locking tuners, that's really quick.
Are they?
Aren't they cool?
Hip shot? Or is that shallow?
Spurzl. I don't know.
I used to work with a guy in Andertons when I was a kid called Steve Spurzl.
Aren't they cool?
I think was his name Steve Spurzl, something like that.
Super cool. Anyway, listen, tell me about that epic guitar that looked like something I've seen before.
As I said before, Kowa guitars, lots of different custom options on a Kowa guitar, and what I'm hoping our guys in our web team have done is created a page where you can go and get an idea of all the different options you've got, because of course, if you don't like what Andertons has ordered and you fancy something else, by all means, please contact our Guitar Gallery guys and they'll help you spec your own one up.
Guitar Gallery guys.
This particular body shape and design from Kawa they've called the Banshee. Obviously, as you can see, it's got a kind of a Firebird vibe to it, with the sense that the middle section of the guitar is raised on the front and the back, and then the sort of the wings on the side are stepped down. It's got a really kind of Art Deco kind of vibe to it. This, I believe, has got the wolf tone pickups in them, but again, Kawa very commonly work with Lola, TV Jones and wolf tone, so you get to choose from those ranges.
The Cowabunga, that's what they're called.
Honestly and truthfully, when I picked this guitar up and strummed my first chord, I did wonder if this was the biggest guitar neck I've ever actually played. But then, as often happens, I think 5 minutes into playing it, you've totally forgotten and your hands adapted. So it can't be that big, but it's definitely chunky.
You're not used to that much chunk, Lee.
I certainly am not, no, especially not when I'm holding your... we have got a few things on here that obviously you don't get on a Firebird. You've got these 3 two-way position switches here, which
I love those.
I'll go through in a second. Obviously what you do get is your normal volume and tone and your 3-way switch here.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Is that... I'm going to start raising my hand up every time. Is that the little tip down there where your tone control is that sharper than on a... It's different cut, isn't it? Is it
Oh, here,
cut?
sorry.
That bit is different. And is it thinner?
I suspect that I'd have to put a design of this over a design of a Firebird.
Okay.
I suspect that Kawa would not have done a total Firebird copy.
It's got a belly cut as well. It looks very thin.
Obviously, got the reverse headstock, which is pretty Firebirdy, and we've got the banjo tuners, which
the Banshee tuners
are kind of awesome, aren't they? I wonder if that's where. Yeah, no, probably not. I always thought, again, even the name Banshee. I'm sure Schecter have a guitar called a Banshee. So I mean, there's clearly people just copy everything of everybody.
Banshee. I mean, my kids are Banshees.
This is true. Wengi fretboard, beautiful inlays, bound, flame top. Now, did I mention this is the deluxe Banshee? So things like the flame top, the binding and stuff like that. There is a regular version of this guitar, which is a bit more affordable. It definitely feels like the kind of guitar I think I'd rather be standing up with. It is neck heavy, but I think that's kind of inherent in the design of this kind of guitar. I, again, for the second time in a day, have been playing with fuzz rather than overdrive.
Fuzz.
But let me take you through the tones with no pedals at all. Here we go, just into a clean valve amp. That is fat as fat can be. Middle position. Bit more snappy, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are clearly pokey pickups because it absolutely, I mean, that's... I've got that pretty clean and it wants to go. Now, these switches here,
love that.
A couple of them are relatively straightforward. So there is a coil tap in the middle, right?
That's nice.
Like that. Not
good.
that you'd be playing that kind of stuff, maybe you would.
Well, maybe you would.
So then over here we have a phase switch. So that's probably only going to do something when I've got both pickups engaged.
In the middle position.
You can. There is an audible change as I switch when it's on the standard humbucker, but it's only really a big difference in sound if you've got both pickups together. And then, never seen this before, a cocked wah kind of setting.
And there's a picture.
Yeah,
there's the picture.
The engraving on the plate is kind of crazy. There is literally a little cockerel going.
How's it go?
Exactly. We'll try that with some distortion, see what it does. And of course I can have any combination of the 3, maybe all 3, you know. Crikey, that's thin, isn't it? That
That's
is
what she said.
split coil, out of phase, cocked wah tone. I don't think I'll be using that. With a traditional, my Lightspeed on the floor here.
Cock it.
It's pretty cool. Now, again,
cool.
I normally use that as a really light overdrive pedal, and that is the setting it's on. So the fact it's driving so much is entirely down to the pickups being pokey. I could stack a little tumness into that.
Could stack.
Some great sounds in here.
Absolutely.
But the fuzzy tone I was using in the jam was from this pedal called a Honey Badger. It's lots of fun. It's lots of money as well. I have to apologise in advance for this. I kind of feel like this is unlikely to end up in the hands of some punk rock band,
never know.
which it kind of feels like it should.
Maybe you got rich parents.
Yeah, but and I also feel as well that, you know, really, that's the look, right?
I don't like it when you stand like that.
You don't like it when I stand like this?
It's offensive.
It upsets you, does it?
It upsets me.
So I kind of feel like that's where it, you know, that's the kind of player. But there you go. Look, this is the Banshee.
Very cool.
It is very, very cool. Beautifully put together, as you'd kind of expect, I guess, at this money. Or sort of hand signed on the back with the serial number. You can kind of tell they don't make very many of these because this is number 456. So, you know, I mean, Fender make that like in every 20 minutes.
Done when you did this video.
Yeah.
So I want to play that on the jam out, Lee, and you can actually play this.
I would love that. I would love that.
What do you think?
Yes, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
We have informative guitar videos,
Super
pedal
light.
videos, amp videos going up almost every day of the week. I say informative, subjective term there. But if you wouldn't mind subscribing and pressing that notification bell, that would be awesome, and then you'll never miss a video ever. Right.
I missed that, sorry.
Yes, absolutely. That'll be the Quad Cortex hat that you're wearing, scrambling your brains with its digital power. Right.
I've got hat hair, so there you go. See you later.